Hi everyone, my name is Riley and welcome to or back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recommending some books that have the forced proximity trope. So basically this is about any books that people are forced into a situation to be together and it's romance. Danny! So I have a couple of books to recommend for you with this trope, so grab some coffee, grab some water, and keep watching. Normally I'm a coffee girl, but I've already had 2 cups today, so I'm gonna cap it there. So the first book I'm gonna be talking about is Red, White, and Royal Blue. I feel like everyone knows this book because of book talk now. Daniel! But I also feel like it is the epitome of forced proximity. Basically, it's about the son of the president and the son of the royal family, and they don't like each other, so it's definitely enemies to lovers. You're feeling real active today, aren't ya? Yeah. I know. And they are forced to have a fake friendship to kind of settle the feud. And so they're kind of forced. So they are forced into this relationship, and the book kind of follows their journey through that. So definitely recommend. The second book I'm going to be talking about is the xhex, and while this may seem a little out of season for people, it is still a really great read, and so I would still recommend it even if you're not in the autumn Halloween vibe. This book is about this witch, and she and this boyfriend, they break up, and she's, upset, of course, from this breakup. So her and her cousin placed a hex on him as kind of like feel good, make you feel a little bit better, but not really thinking that it'll do anything. So fast forward a couple years, the ex comes back to the town that they're from, and turns out the hex actually works. The ex and the girl are forced into this proximity to de-hex the guy, and by doing so they accidentally hex the entire town, so they have to work together to make sure the town's okay because it kind of corrupts the town. So they're forced into that proximity, and maybe something grows, maybe something doesn't, who knows. Gotta read to check it out. The third book I'm gonna be talking about is The Hating Game. Again, this is a very popular book from Book Talk, and of course they just released the movie for it. It is about a girl and a boy, and it is a workplace enemies to lovers book. So the forced proximity is definitely with work because they end up competing for the same job title. That's where the enemies comes from. You know how close proximity tropes work, so kind of get the gist of this one, but it's a really good read. The fourth book I'm going to be talking about is Twisted Love. So Twisted Love is about this girl, and her brother are really close. They're like next door neighbors, and her brother gets this job or like an internship to go overseas because he's in the medical field, so he's going over there to kind of like work as a job or an internship or something. And basically while he's gone, he asked his best friend to move in and to kind of look out for the sister. And it's very much a grumpy sunshine book, definitely so close proximity. He has to have like a protector mentality, so that's where the forced proximity comes in. But it's kind of enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine, forced proximity trope. So, and that's definitely something you like, then I definitely recommend this. This is probably my favorite book out of all the books I'm gonna be talking about today. It's about August, who comes from a really wealthy American family, and basically she's put into an arranged marriage with a duke from England. Basically they're agreeing to this because of course, like they want that title. Basically the duke is getting into this marriage because after his father died, he didn't leave them a lot of money, a lot of income, and so he's struggling to support his family right now, and so that's why he is marrying the heiress of the wealthy American family. So it's forced proximity because they go over there and they're having to interact and be the same place. It's definitely enemies to lovers. definitely forced proximity book. If you've ever seen the Netflix show Bridgerton, it is definitely my comfort show for sure, but this reminds me a lot of the show. So if you like Bridgerton, then I definitely also recommend this too as well. The sixth and final book is The X Talk. The X Talks about this radio station, and they come up with this idea to start a new series where exes come together and, you know, they kind of talk about relationship things and whatnot. The only problem is that there is no employees who have previously dated. So he takes the two people who kind of have the most differences. It's definitely workplace romance, and the forced proximity is them having to do this radio show. It's definitely enemies to lovers as well, because at the beginning of the book, they definitely do not like each other. It's very similar to The Hating Game. It's very rom-com-y. I definitely like this book. This is like my second favorite book out of all the books I'm talking about today, so I definitely recommend. So that is all the books I'm gonna be talking about today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please don't forget to subscribe and like. It means the absolute world to me, and it lets me know what kind of content that you like. If you have any forced proximity tropes and books that you recommend, definitely comment them below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.